been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the three club members of Manga, Yuri, and Yuri have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori is partaking in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sayori, taking an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the three find themselves suddenly interrupted by the clubroom door opening, and in walks a girl none of them have ever seen before. Hi! Sayori tugs excitedly at Monica's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her head in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see your faces. Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori punches over to her desk and pushes her palm. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori and protects, having drawn attention to her. Mitsuki suddenly glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori and Monica. Monica follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up beside him while standing in the corner and making sure he doesn't sound so bad to you. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club. I was usually at the big club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about. That makes sense. So I started the literature club. It's a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading whatever other kind of literature. I figured it was your club. What that vibe? What vibe? Oh, like, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no, you don't, Sayori. She does. That bad voice carries across the room. That's Suki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh, yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. Sound of Yuri's electric pedals steaming up towards the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Yuri lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She's like big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that is me then. I'm not Suki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. My favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough. Maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. Manga is probably vanilla. What the heck? It's like way too many online quizzes. Ice cream ones are always accurate. What's yours favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. Joking, I have no idea for you. Still, it's probably pretty chill here. Did you just hang out? Or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. Just hasn't been very structured yet. So we only have 3 members, so we can just usually spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with some sort of more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you like to put together too? Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I won't read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. After all, I've been doing all this on Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups when she sits down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I don't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in? No, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm gonna join the anime club? It's full of weird guys. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? I guess if you consider the definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Please just join. I won't bother anyone. If I can just keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you! You're the best! I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Suki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to steal my locker. You say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. Hope we'll never find out then. Suki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silent sleep with the sound of Yuri sipping the tea. I'm such a pushover. It's not that bad. Suki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has no actual interest in literature, you know? That's not really fine, but she said she would participate in public activities like it's some kind of obligation. The tea is going to be cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. I'm sure you don't just want to read a manga series. Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. Just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother me. Includes me, so does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pressure to be around. I'm just fishing for a comment. I know. Still, where do you think we should give her a chance? Yeah, alright. Already I'm gonna start enforcing public activities. I'm going to cooperate. Suddenly three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Yuri stands up and walks towards the door and opens it. Thank you. Throwing 3 bucks to what is presumably manga. Suki grinds and wobbles inside it before slowly bending over and dropping the stack of the first she can. It's quite a collection. Yuri giggles excitement while catching her breath and Suki replies. There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them. Monica actually glances between Yuri and Yuri. Is this really a big club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. Seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. Nice club meeting Monica as the first to arrive. Ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Relaxed? Oh, I'm so nervous. Monica paces trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like that was where she so much? Monica thinks the club door opens for Natsuki carrying the box. Monica forces smiles and Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one to return. Need help? No, I got it. Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation with the girls. She reaches to the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of the manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and food looking out. Now the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there. Up there, that would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but Monica says, teachers are going to ask what all this manga is in here. I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So, Monica backs off and stumbles to their desk. What the hell? This kind of tension feels like the relaxed atmosphere I've conveyed over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon! Serious music covering. I see someone is in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Very brunches cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie! Ooh, that's so pretty. Suri tries over the colorful shells get your eye. Which one do I start with? Why don't you start by giving me a bite of that cookie? No way! It seems a bold man look to find that money. One entry to my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Ooh. Feed it to her cookie and breaks off a piece of furniture. And Yuri sadly walks into the bedroom. Monica glaces at her bleeding eyes. She returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, someone feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does it sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else? Well, maybe. Something tells me that when it comes to Yuri and Natsuki both appear very willing to support each other's interests. We can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy too. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? So could you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. Let's see your suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monica's voice trails off. Without you letting us see you join the club, Monica finds it difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any literature to share with the club? It's what I'm mind if you can mind me, but I just... Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious I'm not wanted here, so I'm just gonna leave. I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you kind of jumped into conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Dang! Oh. Oh no. So Yuri runs after her, leaving just Monica and me. The second time today, Monica stumps down to the desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking information. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? Nah, I'm not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone. I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can, sorry. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, great. Just running the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Oh, why is the hardest to be rational during the time she needed it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as Manga has no place here. The fact that you leave it, storing it for her, should make her completely indebted to you. Oh, you're right, but I don't know, isn't it kind of harsh to say things that it's ridiculous and has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it, so I assumed you felt the same way about it. It's not true. Well, calming her confrontation with Natsuki realizes she such a set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I'm just convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. At the side, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. This really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. Shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where's the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger boxes and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute at exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. And then she starts to. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined their stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Members usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club, being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Even when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Come on, that's condescending too. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not just gonna change her opinion on me. Even if you were to convince her to back off, that would sound to make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Hey, you don't have to do that. You can figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to be welcome, to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, it's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. It's besides, I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making side comments about it. Not that I care about what everyone else thinks. But you know, the signs or the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I said it was at least worth a shot. That was a lie, apparently. So the objective kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. I like writing too. Really? You didn't say that to Monica. Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. If she knew I was into writing, she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga. Maybe the more mature thing. Two of them remain silent for a while. Suri understands that it's out of the question for next week to join the club room for today at least. Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You just have to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. Content warning bullying? Uh-oh. It's lunchtime the next day. Cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in the classroom. She has some additional business today. Fearing that Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh, suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is ready to get closer. Natsuki's with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all gingerly chatting together. It'd be really tactless to just interrupt them. Yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined, why wouldn't I? Ha! I told you she would join! Haha! Come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving a crap about the anime club. I told you I never even wanted to join the stupid club. Oh sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. True. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, and I'm proud of you. Shut up. Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. Boy, you're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction? Well, obviously, you want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of my head by now? I told you, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how you've come since then. Actually, you couldn't have done it without us. Like, this is a past the joke, though. Yeah, sure. You grew up so fast. Brings a tear to my eye. Suki suddenly glances in Monica's direction. Prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why did they be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. The school ends. Monica distracting makes her way to the club. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on the book as usual. Monica picks the desk and slumps into it. Something she seems to be doing rather than often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. It's the second time the only thing that just doesn't go like you're acting my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself. This is in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much more maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. It's just like a lot of my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, Natsuki was kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They're just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. But the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad, like, just let her enjoy it. Once you're happy, why are you trying to take that away from her? When I had that thought, was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing. Just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something. But I just dismissed it. I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri. When you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it. As Yuri jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't. So I just let Yuri handle it instead. And now we're repeating the same mistake, except I really hear someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion for it. It's so angry that her friends were teasing her like that. I want to get them back from her. Get them back? Yeah, get them back. I'm making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori burst through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With the rare stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm the vice president. Is that Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened, probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. Glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again! So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. Let me see. Monica was afraid of that. Because of her plan, because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do that right thing is to face it head on. So easy to just duck away from conflicts and wait for it to blow over. That's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? You can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything. Thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit, is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? Which one's out here? Yuri picks up a manga that was resting on the just desk. Oh, that. Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this club and then... Okay! Oh my gosh. Monica smiles at them both. Then, the wave shifts to the club. I really shouldn't have let that out. So if catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Keyboard. Time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Think Sayori's going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits and stands up to a face around and sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her look. And the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat, and Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica struck with the nostalgic feeling. She will stand at the front of the club room, just like this, struggling to picture just who may I eventually be sitting before her. Her imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse this member will be. Each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone, the literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it she writes Manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, Manga. Oh, come on! Is this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. Making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. That's not enough, not this time. I'm sorry. I was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind of kind enough to show interest in the club. Thought about it and I realized how biased I was with this manga. I was disrespected you and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Yuri told you to. Wait, that's not true. Manga planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was with us to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us really express this. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you just share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Suki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. Stuff I'm into. Manga smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Yuri, you're not dumb either. What the heck? This is so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Suki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so be ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the Literature Club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Well, that was just something that I wanted to show you, if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. What the hell? You know, I was thinking back, when the club was just me and Yuri, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We heard a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. She said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. The things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, it can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just brought a bunch of manga and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was very stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that, you were hurt whenever I realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. So it's really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, you really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And once you start to feel like I'm the problem, like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. I'm being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself. I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. Monica listens. She recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends treated her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. So honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of a contention, I just crumble. It's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you need to do. Also, there's something else. Monica takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why did you tell me? I'm sorry, I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it. So I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you of all people were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of them. But I mean, one of the characters was in the literature club. What are the chances, right? You're reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. Kind of just picked it out randomly. You have good intuition then. Let's tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was kind of a weird fate. Because the character isn't just in the literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird, because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was. I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. Ooh. I've always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, parts that will impress people and make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves, showing expression experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Farfake Girls, not me. You know? Well, maybe it's true that Farfake Girls put that thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to practice every day. Every day? Because, you know, you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. And I still haven't been practicing for very long. I'm really not any good at it yet, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. That's all. I'm so good. Was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Does Manga have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, You Know. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. And it's completely different from how I first imagined it. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. It's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I'll never change that. Well, that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. I usually feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. Get my stubborn butt to apologize because you're doing something right. It's fine, I'm past it too. I think you're already even. It was really sweet that you were thinking about it. There's a lot of maturity to reflect on what I can do. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in public. Did admit that it's formal literature. You totally can't take that back now. Got me. The closet's all yours. I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. A little something. Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Cupcakes. Next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one.